I wait for this all year to the Gold Coast Convention Centre. We're at AFTA 2023. I'm hoping the audio's not too crazy, but we're going to do the best we can. There's a whole lot of new lures here. Let's go and check out all the new stuff for 2023 at AFTA. Come in here, let's have a look at it. Now, AFTA's got all of the new products in the industry that are landing here in the next couple of months, and it's all on show here tonight. All of the stuff that's being entered into the show can get voted on by the retailers. They all get one vote, and that's how they decide the best in show. There's 18 categories, and the other thing that happens on a Saturday now, because it's open to the public can come in here and cast their vote, so your vote, to also get recognised as People's Choice Awards. So come on, let's get in here and have a look. New reels, I'm excited about this, mate. There's a brand new Stratic that's been shown off at the show. What I want to show you mostly is some of the lures, but this Stratic, I've been fishing Stratics for a long time. I can't wait to get my hands on one of these and test them out on the water. We're going to go through absolutely all the lures that we can get our hands on over the next sort of 20 minutes, half an hour. Here's Squidgy's Slick Rig. It looks like they've got a whole lot of new colours that are becoming available. So there's some amazing pinks in there, black and golds, really highlighted colours, and there's one in there that looks just like that silver fox colour. I'll be fishing those over the next 12 months for sure. This is some of the crazy stuff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Not even going to get into it. But there's stuff turning up. In the last few years, there's been stuff turning up that is just too close. It makes me sick. We're going to have a look at the really innovative stuff today. Let's have a look at this. This is the thing that I've been really excited to share with you now. Rapala are releasing a new line of soft plastics, and it's not the stuff you might have seen at iCast. The Crush City stuff that's being released in Australia is for Australian fishing conditions, and it's been designed by gun anglers, including Mick Horn and the boys there at Rapala. Take a look at this tiny little imposter. It's a little shrimp pattern. And look at that little tail, the attention to detail that's gone into these. I've been talking with the boys at Rapala in the last stages of their release leading up to this show, and Mick Horn's been instrumental in a whole lot of these baits. If you've followed Mick for years, you know he'd be one of the gun anglers in the country, and he's got all these baits coming out with the boys at Rapala. Crush City plastics are coming. It's a little bit like the coastal shrimp from years ago, but way softer and a lot more legs and a lot more action. I'm going to do a review on this lure in the next few weeks to show you exactly how it works in the water, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's have a look at what else is here. Nomad Designs Big Squid Trex. Have a look at the size of that. That's a new 220 that's being released. It's super heavy. The weight on it, I don't know what the weight on it is, but it is ridiculous, and that's going to get down into those really deep sections if you're fishing really deep jigging. Big top end of it's going to give you that action on the draw. Nice stretchy material. That's the new Squid Trex. Bait Junkie's just come out with a new, like a prawn imitation. It's a 3-inch Bait Junkie prawn. You can see there it's got a segmented body in there, and that Bait Junkie elastomer material. Super soft, really stretchy, and you might be able to see in there, there's some little legs in there with the broken body just to open that action up on the prawn. I'm definitely going to get these in the water. This is something that I've been waiting to see. Now, Samaki have released a Reddick in recent times, and it's been one of the gun barrel lures, fantastic on the flathead. Look at this little thing, the little 50mm Reddick, the DF50. Reddick jerkbait, and that thing is going to be insane on the flathead. Patrolling for flathead down along those bank edges, this is going to be definitely one that I'm looking forward to using. If I can get them in time before the Flathead Classic, I reckon they're going to be gunned. Right, check this out, some really interesting little baits here from Blowbite. Look at that big wide profile, kind of like a flounder with legs on the back, tiny little micro legs right down the end with a lot of action, really free swimming, and it looks like they're coming rigged with an EWG, kind of like a weedless rig, but it's really heavy, nice wide lead on it. That's from Blowbite Innovation. So you might see a little bit more of this. I haven't heard of this brand in the last few years. I've been covering this, the bleeder drag stuff. There you go. So there's something from Blowbite. They're also doing this little octopus looking thing. Comes with jig heads. So I like that. So really stretchy material, and you can just pull that over their little jigs in there. Big hook exposure, nice heavy hook from Blowbite. Now, if you're looking at this stuff and you want to know more, I'm going to be doing reviews on this over the next couple of months. As many lures as I can get my hands on over the next couple of months, I'm going to be reviewing it. This is a live target, live shrimp. Now, live target released something a little bit like this years and years ago, but it was all soft plastic material. This is like a hybrid, so you can see it's got those really soft legs there underneath, but it's got this really hard body. The one they released years ago, I fished, and it was horrible. And I never reviewed it because it was so bad, and it didn't really catch the market. I'm so interested in this. Have a look at where the toe point is. Okay, so it's right down this end, and it almost looks like that's going to work like a bib. Can't wait to get my hands on this. You can see it comes with a weight there. We're going to have to review this. I'm going to have to swim it before I really get my ideas around whether that's going to work for me or not. Take a look at these. Now, Duo's been releasing some fantastic twitch baits and jerk baits in the last few months. Here's a Samaki Reddick 110. You can see that there. Beautiful profile. Little shallow bib. Strong hooks. It's ready for barra, that kind of thing, and for flathead across the flats. I need to do a lot more of this sort of stuff, chasing flathead on jerk baits. There's a 110F by Duo, a 90 Masu. And if you know about the Duo range, they've got to be some of the best in the business. These Japanese lures that come out of the Duo stable, they're just a beautiful lure. Those hooks on there, I reckon maybe an upgrade for barra, but for flathead, maybe jacks would be alright. But the finish on that is just stunning. Let me show you this. Now, I haven't even seen this brand before. Apia, but take a look at that. That thing is going to be amazing on the jacks. Look at the profile on that, really defined edging. The finish on it, amazing. I love a big black eye like that. Deep bib. It's an 80mm jerk bait, okay, by a Japanese. It's a Japanese brand. That thing is stunning. I'm going to have to get my hands on that. I really like that. Every year I turn up to this place, and this is the sort of stuff that I love to find. These new brands that I haven't heard before, and big innovation, good design. Hooks, really catchy hooks. Wilson have released, what's it called? Sensation Perch. Now take a look at the realistic finish on that, just like a little redfin. Really soft design, and big paddling tail there. I think that thing's going to fall a few cod, maybe a few barra. Good stuff. That's from Wilson. Look at this little Swing Mikey 72 by Jackal. Jackal always bring in something cool, something different that they try out here, and that little jointed, it's like a swim bait with a little bib. And look at the finish on the tail, something really different there from Jackal. They've got so much of this stuff that they bring out from Japan. It's just really interesting. Some of it really hits and lands, and some of it goes a little bit unnoticed in the market. That little Swing Mikey 72, I reckon it could be pretty good on the back. Maybe in the little creek somewhere. Fishcraft are releasing a little prawn. This is called a Dr. Prawn by Fishcraft. Have a look at that action underneath the body. It's a beautifully soft lure, really soft material. Heaps of action, and that big prawn profile. So that's the Dr. Prawn, unrigged by Fishcraft. Fishcraft, take a look at this. So obviously, barra lure, it's got that swinging treble stinger underneath. Big heavy hook up top, it's got the weight on the inside of it, big paddling tail. It's also got underneath there, that looks to me like a scent chamber in there. I don't know whether you can pick that up on the camera, but that scent chamber in there, it's going to probably release scent unless it's for a little weight in there. I'll be interested to see what the guys from Fishcraft have to say about these when they release some more media on this. The double clutch range by Daiwa has been right up the top of the estuary fishing game for such a long time in Australia. They've had those deeper ones, the deep diving range, have just been some of the best for bream and flathead, and a whole lot of freshwater species. Look at the profile on it, what you'd expect from the double clutch range, but a tiny, tiny little bib. And that's the 75 SR by Daiwa. Mate, that thing's going to slay everything in the estuaries and the little creeks. Alright, what else have we got here? Mate, I don't know about this stuff. What the hell are they doing? Too close. Too close. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not even going to mention the name. I'm dirty on it. This is a switch prawn. Now, TT's been starting to release a few lures like this. There's a little blade, little weighted blade. Switch Prawn Plus by TT. That thing's going to go really well. Great little stingers at the bottom there. It's going to catch everything. Bream, flathead, trevally. Oh, we haven't done these by Bass Day. Mate, there's so much to cover here. Take a look at these little prawns. What are they called? Sugar pen splash. Amazing. Look at the finish they get on these things. Now, if you've never fished a sugar pen before, you've been missing out for years, but these sugar pen prawns, they've just got a little bit bigger cup at the front there and a tail finish at the back. So the profile on that at the back end with that little tail like a prawn, boy, am I excited for those. Maybe not as much walk the dog action. Okay, so if you want to bring that straight retrieve in with that splashing little cut face at the front, a little sugar pen splash 75, get your hands on these when they arrive in tackle stores. I can't wait to review these. These are definitely coming on my channel. On the water review, chasing whiting, brim, flathead, trevally, bass. They're going to catch everything. Right, now if you're after a hard lure, a vibing lure, this is the Bantam Undulator, and it's got that flash boost technology in it. It's all swinging on these really delicately weighted little springs in there, and it catches the light just beautifully. So you can even hold the bait steady, and it's still putting out a colour, a little bit of disturbance, some vibration, and some flash in the water. That's the Shimano Bantam Undulator. Okay, what else have we got in here? The Yehaaa. Yehaaa have got a casting bait here, really heavy. This is like a hydro monster shot. It's a 125 by Yehaaa. Beautiful finish, just like a pilly, and that thing will send a mile. I can feel the weight in it. Big hooks, big strong hooks. That's new from Yehaaa. Yeah, TN38 Jackal. Boy, check that thing out. Check chasing the bass and that kind of thing in the dams. Yellow belly, even for flathead. That's a Jackal TN38. The years Rapala have been fishing with these shad wraps. Now, they release some really small shad wraps that I fish for Barra, the Shadow Wrap series, and this one is the Elite 55. Take a look at the finish on that, and it's got beautiful little hooks in there. It's a little square bill, so the action you're going to get on that as a square bill, it's going to go bananas. I'm thinking bass, flathead. That might be one of my trolling lures in the Classic this year. If you've followed my channel for the last couple of seasons especially, I've been chasing those really big flatheads, and this was one of the best lures that got me started. When the Affinity series came out a few years ago, I had to throw it around, and they catch big flathead. Xeric have just released a smaller version. This is the Affinity 160. And it looks like some of the finishes, they've gone next level on the finishes too. Now they come with a weight that you can remove if you want to change it from a slow, fast sinking. The big Affinity that I used to use, a big white one, would float. But that's a beautiful profile from Xeric, and that's going to take care of a whole range of fish, especially those big flathead, Murray cod and Barra in the dams at the right time of year. Nice and slow retrieve from Xeric. We're nearly there, we're getting there. I'm going to leave one of my favourites right to the end here, but come and have a look at this. Fishcraft Dr. Flex, take a look at that. So you've got a bent minnow style lure, but it's a soft bait. Okay, really interesting design. Bigger body than a bent minnow, I reckon. And you're probably going to be able to change the action slightly if you want to put a bend on it. But there's a through wire in there as a stencil that it's built around. Nice sharp hooks. Really, really cool. All right, let's come around here. Now, if you love your squid fish, I've got something for the squid fishers. Take a look at this. Shimano's Flash Boost, guys. Long cast. This is a Sepia. A beautiful pilcher profile. It's got the Flash Boost in it. Have a look at that profile there. It's kind of defined on the top edge, which keeps it really level as you're bringing it through. Doesn't want to roll on you. That Flash Boost technology that was released a couple of years ago, boy, that's cool. It's probably going to show up better in your hand than in the video, but the way it catches light, it's amazing. Right. Made your way through this video. I've got ringing in my ears because the audio is terrible. I hope it's not going to play out in the edit. Come down here and have a look at the smallest but coolest thing that's just being released this year. Nomad design. Now, the Squid Trax is being released in a 55mm. This thing is going to kill it. The tiny little legs and the feelers at the end. The weighting that Nomad get with their lures, especially with these little Squid Traxes, it's going to hold it level in the water. So you can sit it down there, and the profile with those little legs in the tide, this thing is going to be fantastic. Little stinging singles there at the back. I reckon this thing might be one of the most exciting things at AFTA 2023. I'm going to have to test it on the water to find out. Now, remember, guys, if you're coming here on the Saturday, you can place your vote for the best in show. There's 18 categories, so make sure you get around and put your votes in on Saturday for the best in show People's Choice Awards, and you can follow all of the retailers' votes as the best in show. And that's going to be published over the next few days. They've got a gala dinner I think it's on the Saturday night, there might be a gala dinner. But all of this stuff that I've covered today, I'm going to be fishing over the next couple of months. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope to see you here on the Saturday. I'm going to be kicking around, having a chat with some of the suppliers of this stuff, get some more insights, and I'm going to be fishing it in the next couple of months. I might see you out on the water soon. Thanks for watching.